have read countless stories of warriors, kings, and families whose power shook entire villages, but none compares to this one. This family, they are unlike anything you have ever imagined. They command fear with a glance. They bend people to their will without raising a hand. Some say even the spirits obey them. Every village whispers their name, yet no one dares speak it aloud. They are wealth, they are terror, and they are everywhere, but who are they really? What is the secret behind their power? Tonight, we will step closer than anyone else has dared, and you will witness the beginning of a story that will make your blood run cold. This is not the beginning. Make sure you subscribe to this channel African Tales King to enjoy more about this deadly family that no one wants to mess with. No one in the village ever said their name out loud. Not because it was forbidden, but because fear has a way of sealing mouths. If they passed by your house, you lowered your eyes. If they spoke to you, you listened and obeyed. If they looked at you for too long, people believed something terrible would follow. Some said sickness. Some said madness. Others said death. But everyone agreed on one thing. This family was not ordinary. Their house stood at the highest part of the land. Not the biggest, but the quietest. No laughter came from there. No argument spilled into the night. Only silence and authority. They never farmed, yet they were wealthy. They never begged, yet doors opened for them. They never fought, yet no one challenged them. When disputes broke out in the village, people waited. Not for the elders. Not for the chief. They waited for them. And whatever decision came from that house was final. If the family wanted something done, they didn't ask. They sent a message. And when that message arrived, people moved immediately. A man once refused an order. By morning, his business collapsed. Within days, his friends abandoned him. Within weeks, he was gone from the village. No one knew what happened. No one asked. Because asking questions about this family was the fastest way to invite trouble. One evening, a young widow was summoned. She trembled as she stood before the family gate. She had done nothing wrong, or so she believed. But the family needed something. They needed a sacrifice. Not of blood. Of silence. She was told to take blame for a crime she didn't commit. In return, her children would be protected. If she refused, the family made no promises. That night, she agreed. And the village learned something terrifying. This family would let anyone suffer, as long as their power remained untouched. To outsiders, they were monsters. To the village, they were fate. People said, if they favor you, you rise. If they turn against you, you disappear. Children were warned. Do not stare at them. Do not mention them. Do not joke about them. Even the elders spoke carefully when their shadow passed. Yet, no one truly knew how they became this powerful. Only that they had always been this way. Or so it seemed. But power always leaves traces. Late one night, a servant overheard whispers from the house. Not commands. Not threats. Fear. Someone inside the family was afraid. Afraid of something older than the village. Something watching. Something waiting. The servant fled before hearing more. By morning, no one ever saw him again. Soon after, strange things began to happen. Dreams. Visions. Warnings delivered in silence. A respected herbalist refused to step near the family compound. When asked why, he said only this: their power did not come free. And the debt is not yet paid. That night, he locked his doors. People started whispering again, quietly. Who were they really? What did they do to gain such control? Why did even the spirits seem to watch them? Some said the family once made a promise. Others said they broke a sacred law. A few believed their strength came from something buried. Something that should never be disturbed. But no one knew the truth. Because the truth had a name. And that name had not yet been spoken. As the family gathered that night, one of them spoke words never heard before. If they ever find out who we really are, everything ends. Outside, the wind howled. Inside, fear sat among power. And the village slept, unaware that the story had only just begun. They ruled. They commanded. They destroyed lives without mercy. But one question remained unanswered. What is the name of this family? And what did they do to become so powerful? Can you guess? See you in episode 2. Make sure to subscribe to this channel.